What's up, peeps? I'm back. This is Kimberly Purpose, and on this particular vlog, I want to talk about, I guess I want to talk about dating online. I wanted to share one of my experiences. I guess it's going to be about dating online on the internet and nightmare stories, because I have a nightmare story that I had to share with you all about dating online. Okay. But anyway, I wanted to share a story about it's very important to be safe when you're going online and dating, and I want to share my story, so hopefully nobody else will follow the same, go through the same thing as I did. But anyway, there was this guy that was online, and I noticed that he didn't have his picture profile up, and I just thought that was odd, because usually you want to see who you're talking to online. So what he did was, instead of having a profile pic on the site, he sent me some pictures, and when he sent me some pictures, I thought they were him. He pretty much made me think that those were photos of him, and so he wanted me to meet him at his house, and I told him, oh no, I didn't know you. So I said, I'm not meeting you at your house because I don't know you. So I told him, let's meet at a very public location. So we was talking back and forth for a while. I said over a course of about maybe 2 or 3 months or so, texting and talking over the phone. So we decided we'll finally meet up, and he sent me his pic, because and then I sent him a picture of me and everything. So he told me that he looks really handsome. He told me like a famous actor or something. So okay, and I thought he was gonna look like his picture. Well, anyway, we met at a public location, and we decided to meet at the farmer's market, because I definitely wasn't going over to his house because I didn't know him. And I went, okay, that's another red flag I should have picked up on. They don't have a profile pic. They want you to come over to the house right away and everything. So, okay. So we went on a date, and when we went on a date, I was looking, it was in a crowded area, and I was looking for the guy that I saw in the picture that I thought was him. He came up behind me and put his arms around my waist, and I looked up and I saw him. I said, oh my gosh. He did not look, he told me that he was so and so. I don't want to give out his name. He said he was so and so, and I said, okay. He said, from the dating site. I said, oh, okay. And so I just said, you don't look like your picture. He said, yeah. He said he didn't feel comfortable putting his picture up, so he put a fake picture of a model up there. So when I saw him, he looked a hot mess. He looked way older than what he said he was, and he's very unattractive. Not good looking at all. And I'm not into looks all the time. Looks are not everything. I look at personality and everything, but I do expect the person to be truthful. I might have considered going out with him even though he wasn't my type. If he had his picture up, I don't think more than likely I probably wouldn't have went out with him at all. But when I saw him, I was very disappointed. I wanted to leave. And then we sat down, and I tried to be nice, so I sat down with him and talked to him, and I just felt very uncomfortable, and I tried to get us to carry on a good conversation, but he kept on talking about sexual things, like, if I had you by myself, these are some of the things I do to you, and all this crazy stuff. And I was going, ooh, so he, I felt so uncomfortable that I had the date I shortened the date. I came up with some excuse that I had to go, and I hurried up and left. And when I left, I made sure that I went a different route from my home where I lived and I checked my rear view mirror to make sure he wasn't following me. So that's why yeah, that was definitely a nightmare. And so Tell you the truth, he looks like that character off of Harry Potter. Let's see, the guy with the patch, the old guy with the patch, with the funny moving eye on Harry Potter the movie. That's who he remind me. Remind me of in the movie. But anyway, yeah, that was my nightmare date. So now, if I even consider going online and dating, I make sure they have a profile pic. So these are things that you should make sure you have. Make sure they have a profile pic. Make sure you meet at a public location. That's a definite. Never meet them at the house. And of course, I didn't do that. And make sure they don't follow you home. But anyway, it's not cool, guys. You know, I gotta tell you, you know, if it's not cool not to put your real picture of yourself up. You know, it's best for people to know who you are and who they're going out with, as opposed to sending fake pictures, like pictures from 10 years ago or pictures from high school, and you know that, you know, you're much older than what you are and you look totally different. You know, it's just not cool. Or sending a picture of a model knowing good and well you look nothing like that model. So, you know, it's best to be honest, you know, truthful up front. But that was my story. I just wanted to share that with you all. So I would love to hear from you guys. Please tell me what kind of dating experience you have online, your nightmare, if you ever had a nightmare. I had some good dates also as well, but that was just one of the worst ones I had. So one of the worst, but I have had some good ones, and I have met, you know, a good friend from there as well. So I would love to hear from you all. Leave your comments below, and remember to be safe when you're going online, and to make sure you research and make sure you dating or going out with who you think you are. Till next time, peace. Bye bye.